Morning YouTube. So I've got a pretty straightforward job here. It's a Mazda CX-9. We've got a brand new door, so paint inside and out of the door, repair and blend on this rear door, and well, it was originally just a blend on that fender, but it was all flaky paint, and you can see here it's had a new fender put on it before, and they didn't even prime it. That actually wasn't the problem. Like, it was sticking to their e-coat, but the clear they used must have been a really crappy quality one, and it was flaking off. So I decided to just feather it all out until it is sticking, and I'm going to put some wet on wet primer over it, non-sanding primer, called sealer in the US. That's what they call sealer. We call sealer what you put inside the door jambs. I wonder what they call that in the US. So this is what we call sealer. I guess you guys just call it seam sealer. But yeah, if you come to Australia and you tell someone to put some sealer down, that's what they're going to be thinking. Although Glazer had actually had something called transparent sealer, and that was like kind of like wet on wet, but it just sealed down stuff like this basically. It was actually a little bit milky, so you wouldn't actually go and use it on a blend panel or anything. It was transparent, but it wasn't actually like properly clear. Yeah, so first thing in Friday morning, I would have got this painted last night, but I was waiting on the booth. Both booths were occupied, so I just finished off last night, getting ahead on some of the polishing jobs for today. I think this job, and then there's just one other job that still needs painting that's got to go today, so sort of getting ahead, which is good. I actually just recently got over a really bad cold. No, it wasn't a cold, it was actually the flu. Definitely the flu. Knocked me on my ass for a few days. Ended up actually having 2 days off work. Yeah, I don't take days off very often. Takes me to be pretty crook to actually take a day off. So 38P is the colour code, and the name of the colour is aluminium metallic. The colour was actually quite good. I spectroed it, sprayed it out, and it was yeah, paintable straight off, so I didn't have to do any matching, but obviously checked it. Always do check them. And it's like sometimes people like watch some of my videos and they're like, oh, do spray outs, man, and you know, you're an amateur, been doing this shit for 30 years, you should have all your colours sprayed out. And it's like, man, I don't know if you have ever used the Spectro before, or Standoff Spectro. It's not necessary for most colours. The only time I'll spray colour out is if like, there's a couple of times I do have, like, the colours I do have spray outs for, so it's always my 3 stages, to save myself a, because I don't trust the Spectro with a 3-stage. Like, it can do okay, but I just like to have spray outs as a different variant, so I can walk up and say, hey, that's the variant I'm gonna need. But yeah, most of the time it's not necessary. Like this aluminium Mazda might be a slightly different variant than the next one. Take your photos, and it's gonna get you above 90% match by using the Spectro, so I just don't see any use in having this colour sprayed out, because the Spectro actually shades the colours for you as well. So you'll take a photo of this one, it might find the best variant is, say, the greener variant, for instance, on this one, and it will add a little bit of green and subtract a little bit of red. But then you go, let's just say paint a Mazda 6 or something, and it'll need a different variant, and it'll need to be shaded in a different way. So it's just so not necessary to have every colour sprayed out when you're using the Spectro, when you're using this standoff system. And even when I was using Glazzer, similar thing applied. They had a Profi system, which was just a colour card system, which was amazing, probably the best on the market. Definitely much better than the standoff one, much better than the Chromax one that I used previously. You know, you could just check your colour cards. Well, basically, essentially, all the colours already were sprayed out, if you know what I mean. So again, there's no need to have your own colour library. So whatever, do what you need to do to get your job done. But just because I don't do it your way doesn't mean I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you hear about people, they'll collect massive colour libraries and then they'll swap paint systems, or they'll leave the shop, you know, and they'll take it with them, and it's like, well, it's all kind of, it's all useless to you now, isn't it, you know? But yeah, I've still got some Chromax Pro spray outs there in my box. You know, it could come in handy next time I go and spray Chromax Pro. And I'll probably keep my standoff spray outs even when I leave this shop. It could come in handy. It's not a massive library anyway, but some handy little things in there. But yeah, when using Glazzer, I didn't have any. I just found it wasn't necessary. Didn't have any spray outs because even your 3-layer pearls were all sprayed out in the Profi system. Yeah, I do love me Glazzer. Haven't used it for ages now, but it's been all standoffs lately. And yeah, the Chromax Pro, which is basically, well, which is the same as Stando Blue. And they reckon even standoff solvent is the same as Space Hecker, like identical, just differently branded. And I did actually work in a shop that was running Chromax Pro alongside Space Hecker solvent. Like, they never used the Space solvent. One of the older guys did sometimes, but it was rarely used. And I had a quick look at some of the tinters and the tinting rack, and it's like, man, they're all the same tinters as standoffs. I guess one of those things is paint companies buy each other out, and they're just like, why should we R&D two different products when we can just duplicate them, because we know they work. And some people buy things just on the brand. Some people have just always used bees, they swear by it. It's exactly the same as standoffs. And yeah, supposedly the Speed's water, that's the same as Stando Blue and Chromax Pro. Axalta bought standoffs out. Axalta being Chromax. Used to be called DuPont. I heard there's actually a reason why they got rid of that name DuPont on their paint, because DuPont are actually like, they're a massive company. They do all the Teflon non-stick coatings and lots of chemicals and that, and they've been under fire from some governments and got a bit of a bad name for being bad polluters, and they just changed their name to Axalta with their paint manufacturing to just take a bit of the heat away from the brand, if that makes sense. It's like, oh no, that's not DuPont, that's Axalta that does all the the polluting with the paint. Ah, okay. Gross. Yeah, that's the tail end of that fluid I was telling you about. So yeah, gonna be using the DV1 on this, the Bulbous DV1. And I actually got woken up early this morning, so I spent a bit of time on the computer doing a bit of editing. Took the opportunity, and yeah, we're going to be getting that review up soon on the Bulbous DV1, so should be cool. These one here, really good places looking in your rags. Keep the overspray off and keep them clean. Keep all that sticky boot coating off. Oh, look at that little bug there. Yeah, so here's the prep slow. Obviously wipe all those blend areas down first, inspect them, you know, make sure there's no cut throughs or anything like that before we go and blend over it. I'm going to put a bit of wet on wet over here, like panel metter's got the repair wrong there, and I just put some 1K over it, like 1K etch primer. And if I just spray solvent straight over that, I've found it can shrink a little bit, but I found you can use it, but if you put wet on wet over the top of it, you're usually pretty right. It'll sort of seal it down. And even with that fender over there, if that does shrink back, which I'm thinking it probably will, having just looking at it, use that. Yeah, so if those cut throughs do shrink back a bit, I'll just let it dry out, give it a bit of a scuff with 800, and then base coat and continue on. Yeah, there was like a real big low spot there, so I refilled it. So I decided, you know what, it's not bad enough to need to 2-pack primer or UV, and it was kind of a bit overcast yesterday, a bit cloudy. I decided not to UV it or anything. And I think I will put a bit of paper over that blend area on that door, and probably get away without putting it up here, but just to stop the overspray from the wet on wet travelling up where I'm just going to be clearing. But yeah, I'm going to have to colour this entire fender anyway. And I've got a brand new door there. Pretty straightforward, open and closed case here. Big doors though. So what did I mix up? I think it was 500 mils for this job, but then that gets thinned down, so it's like 2 to 1, so it'll be around 750 mils. Sometimes silvers in standox solvent don't cover the best. This one wasn't too bad, it was 2.5 coats. And this DV1 that I've been using, it's killer for base coat. Yeah, I think I'll use it again on this, base and clear. Like, I used it on, very first job I used it on was a Land Rover Discovery or something like that. And just effortless, like it was silver, and it's just like, so easy, man. Like a lot better than the HV25, which I've been using recently. I don't know, it just seemed to lay the silver down just perfectly, but really, really easy. So I'll rip that DV1 out, and I'm going to use it for clear again. The weird thing is they say it's a clear gun, but a base gun, but I found it works fine for clear as well. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec, get some wet on wet in the gun. Radio YouTube, back to it. So I've got the wet on wet primer, non-sanding primer in this gun here. This is the ANIF 160 silver 1.3. It lays the wet on wet down flat as, like no orange peel. Nice and fine atomization on this bad boy. Regular viewers will know that I'm a bit of a fan of these guns, but the bloody cuts on these things, you can see I've swapped it out for a Bulbous. They are so bad. It ruined it. I saved it actually. Kind of nearly ruined the Gunman yesterday with one of the miniguns. I went to do my fade out with the A&I minigun, R150, and it's gone and ripped thinners out of the top, the fade out thinners out of the top of the gun, all over the quarter panel. I was pissed off with it. I'm like, come on, A&I, get your shit together, man. Like, I've given you so much, nothing but praise on my channel, sold many guns for you, just get your top sorted out. Even if it costs you a bit of money, like, just get a good pot. Is it really that hard? It's the only thing letting down an otherwise great gun. It's annoying. I honestly thought that by now they would have sorted it out, you know? There's a bit of feedback being given. I thought they would have been like, yeah, no, this needs fixing. Rather than just giving them away cheaply to people who complain, actually sort it and get a good quality pot. So just a bit of thinners, base coat thinners there. Just help melt that edge in the top. I might even peel this off now. Melt the last of that edge in. Glad I put that down. I would have had overspray all over that blend if I didn't. Got to be careful with spraying thinners because it'll want to run very quickly. That's why I'm sort of like drying it straight down and just putting it on lightly. That'll be fine though. Get this all wowed. So yeah, I like to, these days, spray the wet on wet down on the outside of the door first. That stops that misty overspray landing on the dry exterior of the door and then turning into like a sandpit. So you spray the outside, get your wet coat there, then you do the inside, and while you're doing the inside, it's still got that wet coat of wet on wet to land into, and it's not going to turn into a sandpit. I used to do it the other way around, and it was probably contributing to some of the dust I was getting. But I have found the jobs do come up a lot cleaner when you spray the outside first. Yeah, but I was always taught to spray the inside first. It made sense at the time, but then I was actually doing some training with Promax Pro the first time I'd used it, and the trainer, he said, no man, when you're doing your wet on wet, do the outside first. He told me why, and I thought, well, that makes sense, and I've been doing it that way ever since. I guess that sort of shows that you can never just get so stuck in your ways that you're not going to try something different, because you never know, there could be some better techniques out there than what you're currently doing. And I'm sure it's still the case with some of the things I still do. I mean, there could be room for improvement here or there. Gotta be careful not to get too big of a head and get above yourself, feel as if you're the best painter under, you know, you've made a few good paint jobs and you're like, yeah, I'm God's gift to spray painting. No one's better than me, no one can teach me anything. Because when you're like that, well, you're not going to learn anymore, are you? Yeah, good shit. I'm going to go clean this gun out, get the base coat in the gun. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Righty on YouTube, that's probably been about 10 minutes or so. Just took my time cleaning out the gun, knowing that I wanted to let that wet on wet primer flash off for a bit. So I've got my other ANI F160 silver 1.2 for the 599. This is just clear base coat. I still get some people asking me about like what this is, the 599, and it's just clear base coat. It's a tinker on the stand-off system. It's just colourless base coat basically, and yeah, they call it stabiliser, and it just fills in those prep scratches and helps the blend. Because if you go and blend the silver over the prep scratches, you'll see it after you clear it. So you just put that down, fill those scratches in, blend over the top of it, and yeah, Bob your uncle, mate. So yeah, been loving this DV1. Pretty good at low pressures. In fact, I've actually found that it prefers even lower pressure than the Pro Light. So yesterday I went back to using some of the stand-up standard key just to see what it was like, and yeah, I was like, man, this is worse than I remember. After using the liquid glass for like, it's been over a month now. I've used it on every single job because I was sent out some trial, some demo stuff, and absolutely love it. But yeah, go back to the stand-up standard key, which used to be like really good compared to what we were using. You know, that was a good clear. Yeah, compared to the liquid glass, it's not very good. But what I was about to say, I found that with the thinner materials, and that's the main difference that I noticed, is that it's a lot thinner than the liquid glass, the standard series. So needed actually less pressure on this gun. I think I was using like 1.8, even 1.6 for clear coat. And it is warming up, so as the weather warms up, the clears like get naturally thinner just by the extra heat in them. They yeah, they go thinner. It's just like engine oil, isn't it? You know, when your engine's hot, the oil's going to be thinner, isn't it? Same principle as that with the clear coat. So yeah, got nothing bad to say about that liquid glass. Just 5% reducer. It sprays just so simply. It just gets a killer wash retention on it. Even the guys around like panel beaters and that, they're like, yeah man, I have noticed like your clear coat has been looking a bit better lately. I think I'll just go 2 coats on the inside here. Like one coat, it kind of visually looks pretty damn covered, but the second coat will just be sure. But I'll put the third on the exteriors. I'll put 3 on the outsides and 2 on the inside. probably even more than what they do from factory. They probably only put one coat of colour on the inside. Pretty bad, the new cars these days. They don't seem to care too much about how much colour or even clear, especially on these Mazdas. So in the instance of this Mazda, I might actually go 10% with the liquid glass, 10% reducer with the liquid glass, because I will get it'll look too good. If I go like 5 or 2% reducer with the liquid glass, it will look too good. And this DV1 just lays those metallics. It sounds effortlessly, man. It seriously does. So much better than the look at that. Blends easy, lays the metallics sounds so nice, no mottling. Honestly, I was skeptical about how the new Gunman's gonna be. It was probably unnecessary. Because it's awesome. This gun is really a nice thing to work with. But yeah, it does spray the clear coats really well too. The version I got was the one without the top. So I've actually just gone and got an old top and left it on there. But yeah, I think they're bringing out a clear coat, dedicated clear gun soon. And after spraying this job here, I've decided, you know what, this is actually going to be my new base coat gun, and I'll continue on just freestyling it for clear until they do. Like I'll clear this job with this gun, but this job onwards, this is just going to be my base coat gun, I think. It's just effortless, mate. It's the only real word I can come up with for this way this thing sprays metallic. Starting to run out of colour now, are we? I thought I was going to have heaps, but yeah, that's a pretty big door. Spraying inside and out. Got a little trick up my sleeve though. This will actually help that blend, which it looks like doesn't really need any help. It's looking good already, but it will still help it. If you ever like got bad looking blends, put a bit of your clear base coat in with your silver. But I'm mainly using it to give me a bit more material than anything. Like just to give me a higher volume of paint. You see there I've got like half a pot again. So I'll just give that a good shake up. I think I'll get that pressure right down for the last coat. So that the blend looks great already. Ever so slightly mottled, but barely. I'm just flashing that off for a minute before I do go and put the last coat on. Now the only thing you've got to be careful of when you're doing what I just did there is you're going to lose a bit of coverage, quite a fair bit of coverage actually. So we'll go right down to say 1.4 bar, see how that goes. And I'll show you here how you're not going to get a great deal of coverage. See there, there's a very thin tone of colour there. Because I've diluted it with the 599. So 1.4 bar, hold the gun back a bit. as I say, just effortless. They have outdone themselves with this gun. I still think the I1 Supernova looks better. Definitely a sexier gun. I mean, I'm not against this. I think it will grow on me. I'm not a hater of it, but it's just not quite as... I don't know. I just feel like that I1 Lotus has just ruined the looks of any other gun for me. I don't think it's gonna be a while until another gun that looks as good as that comes out, if ever. So yeah, we're gonna have to do another top 10, gunners? Another top 10 spray guns review. We're gonna have to get that new starter in it too, the starter 5500X. I want to get one of them, see what they're like. Yeah, so that's us, mate. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. We'll playing some nickel glass here with this gun. See you soon, gunners. Rightio YouTube, so back to the grind, I guess, back to the spray. I'm not even going to tack rag that. That base coat looks like it's gone down so nicely, it's not going to need it. So what I'll do is set the gun up. So I've been spraying it at 1.9, although that was when the beer was 5% reducer. So try lowering the pressure a bit with the thinner material and see how that goes. So 1.8 bar. And this is 10% reducer in the liquid bar. So this gun is definitely happy to spray at lower pressure. And that's just about nailed that crappy Mazda finish. It set it up good for that second coat at least anyway, you know. I've got a feeling I've mixed up a bit much clear. I mixed up 600 mils and then put 10% there, so it's 660. But never to worry, because I do actually have some Mercedes parts. Alan is setting them up in the next door booth for me as we speak, so if there's a little bit extra clear, I'll just use them up on that. So yeah, it's a bit of a warm morning, a bit overcast, but it'll be easily 20 degrees Celsius. Sorry Americans, I just don't understand your Fahrenheit. Around that measurement system. I mean, Celsius is easy. You start at 0 and anything below 0 is going to be freezing. The one coat on the inside, the clear will be fine. As I say, it's probably going to still be more than what they use. They sometimes just go half a coat and don't even get it covered fully. Bloody cheap ass car manufacturers these days do anything to save a dollar. I guess it's a tough industry to make money in, the car industry. Like the sellers, like, I mean, some of them are absolutely killing it, but it seems like a bit of a fight. Race to the bottom with some of them. Just everyone wants to sell the cheapest cars. I don't know. I'm no expert on the car industry. I'm talking shit. But I still understand. Companies need to be able to turn a profit, and if they can save money on the manufacturing, they're going to, aren't they? Just the way capitalism works. At the end of the day, it gives us all these great things, so we can't be too hateful on it. Beat the hell out of communism, hate kids! Bloody lots of communist kids these days. Bit of a worry.
don't actually fully understand what communism is even about and how much their lifestyle would drop with it. But they get taught by their bloody leftist professors that communism is the way to go. Socialism, all that kind of garbage crap. So yeah, 1.8, loving it. I'm actually really excited to see their clear gun. If this is how good their base coat gun sprays clear, how good their clear coat gun gonna spray it, you know? And that is just nailed. That is a Mazda finish, 100% man. But yeah, that's why I deliberately put that extra bit of thinners in this job. Like, usually it's like a Euro car with this quartz liquid glass. I'll be going 1% to maybe 2.5% reducer. A sort of easy way of just getting anything to look really glassy is just 5%, because it thins it out, makes it nicer to spray. And yeah, that's probably like, if I was to do my own car, I'd probably go 5% with this clear. And as it's looking, it's actually looking like I'm not going to have too much for this. No, what? I reckon we'll be able to. That's not spraying properly, but we'll get a bit of fade out up there. I'll give it a clean out when I'm done here. That'll be good enough. That'll polish up. Yeah, it's looking like I've probably actually made up perfect amount of feed here. Here's DV1, man. What a beat. It's gonna be hard to not use this to clear after doing this job here, really. I don't know, man, it's just, it's more than what I could have expected. Like, front seat I just ran out of clear. That's why I left that glass for last. If I had sprayed that first, I would have run out of clear over the top of that door. We'll just cup a little bit of blending down there. That'll be fine for out of sight, mate. That's all good. Mate, I don't know, what can I say about this? I've got nothing bad to say about this car. Yeah, it's kind of, if I showed you this finish and I told you I sprayed that with 1.8 bar, you'd probably be a little bit surprised. Have a look at that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Absolutely love that gun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Gunman out.